guys, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel. I really wanted to get this video out to you guys because it's a very exciting product that I have to share with you today. And I believe you can start buying this tomorrow, which is Saturday, June 13th. I am talking about the LORAC Pro Contour Palette and brush. So I picked this up when it was available to Platinum members a couple weeks ago, and I've been trying it out, you know, wanting to fully form my thoughts before I share them with you, because I am a contouring junkie, and so I wanted to give you the most information possible. Just to give you a few basics about this palette, you get this lovely, like, kind of rubberized palette, which gets dirty, you know, super easily. And then you have 6 shades in here, 3 highlight and 3 contour. So this palette does go for $45 and the brush is included, which is very interesting for a contour palette. You don't normally see the brushing included. I'll talk a little bit more about that later on, but for right now I'm just going to focus on the actual product here. So you get 6 powder products, a light highlight, yellow highlight, and shimmer highlight, and then 3 contour colors. You have your light contour, deep contour, your medium contour. As you can see, you get a little bit more products out of this. I guess they assume that you're going to be using more of those, or the normal average person will. Personally, that is not the case. I would have loved these two to be big. I mean, you know, they can't please everybody, so I don't know how they'd try. So, like the rest of the Pro line from LORAC, these powders are incredibly soft, incredibly pigmented. They are a little bit soft, like they definitely kick up product with your brush, so that is something to be aware of. I don't personally have a huge problem with that. I just kind of, you know, blow the excess away. I know some people don't like to do that. It doesn't really bother me. So here are your powders: light, yellow, shimmer, light, contour, deep, and medium. Light, deep, medium. And then beige, yellow, and shimmer. I do like all 3 of these highlights. As with all 6 of these powders, the quality is very, very nice. They're very creamy. They're very soft products, just like the Pro shadows are for LORAC. I haven't used this a whole lot, this yellow highlight, because it is a little bit too yellow, a little bit too dark to use as a highlight for me. But I have been loving this beige highlight. It is fabulous. I use it all on my under eye. I use it in the middle of my forehead, on my chin, and down my nose. I really like a matte highlight for like those areas, and then I hit the tops of my cheekbones with a little bit of highlight. Which leads me to this one. This highlight is very shimmery, but it's not like glittery, so it's very light reflecting without being obnoxious. I have a love-hate relationship with contour palettes like this. I love them because I like to play around with different looks, but inevitably I always end up with the same 2 products. Like I said, I've been using this beige highlight all the time and this light contour all the time. I haven't hardly even touched this deep contour, and I've only used the medium contour a little bit. So as you can see, these 2 are definitely cool toned, and this one is a lot more warm. And I, as a cool toned person, don't find that warmer contours are as flattering on me, personally. I do have the light contour on today with a tiny little bit of the medium just at the very, like, bottom. And then that's also my nose and forehead contour is the light contour. At first glance, I was a little bit worried about this whole palette because I thought it was overall going to be way too warm for me. I thought this contour color and the light shade was going to be too warm and or not dark enough. And I definitely think it gives a softer contour in color than I'm have in my other contouring products, but a sharper contour when you pair the brush with it, if that makes sense. The color itself is softer, but with the brush it makes it a little bit more chiseled. Moving on to the brush. This is a contour brush. It's very thin and very short bristles. So it's very, very dense It doesn't have a whole lot of give, and it's very soft. I think it's synthetic. So this really gets in that hollow area right there, and really, like I said, it chisels that out. If you like a chiseled look, you will love this brush. Like personally, I really do. I think that, like, you know, sharp look gives me cheekbones that I don't naturally have. So I really like that. A lot of people, you know, might want a softer contour. This brush might not be the perfect pair with that. It's totally personal preference. I find nothing inherently wrong with this brush, so I personally like it. I like other brushes maybe a little bit better. This, I find I have to be a little bit careful. I have to go in with my line and then, you know, really buff it out to make it look natural. This one is actually my favorite. This is the Velvet Luxe from It Cosmetics sculpting brush. It's still thin, but it definitely is a lot more blendable. So almost need another brush to blend this out, but it is workable. Now for all you fair tone girls out there, I'm going to compare this light contour shade to some of my personal favorite contouring powders that I own and use, just so you can kind of get a basis for what kind of shade this looks like. So this is the LORAC Pro Contour Light Contour. Then this one right here is the NYX HD Blush in Taupe. As you can see, much cooler, a little bit patchier. It's not quite as good of a powder. Next, this one right here is the Kat Von D Contour Powder in Sombre. This is this one right here, all the way on the left side of her Shade and Light palette. And it is a little bit darker, not quite as cool as the Taupe blush, but cooler than the LORAC Pro Contour Light. Then this one right here is the Marc Jacobs Contour Powder in the Mirage Filter palette. It is probably the closest to this one in terms of color. It's a little bit warmer than these two, but it's still a hair cooler than this one. And then this one right here is my NYX Wonder Stick in the shade Light. It's just something else I use occasionally. This is pretty warm. This is a little too warm for my taste, but I still do use it. Alright, that's all I have on the LORAC Pro Contour Palette and brush. Thank you guys for watching my video today. If you have any questions, please leave them below. And I will see you all in my next video. Thanks guys. Bye.